What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Mika Chanel, back with another edition of Mika Chanel is Just Saying. Tonight we're talking about Married to Medicine, season number 3, episode number 7. We are moving along in the season. This episode opens up with something you rarely see. We saw all of the 3 lady doctors having dinner. Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Simone, and Dr. Jackie. They were all out. It looked like they were having dinner, cocktails, or whatever. Kind of discussing, well, I'm sure they talked about other things, but the things that we saw them talk about was the whole Lisa Nicole and Quad. I was like, oh my God, I was hoping we were not going to have to talk about this during this episode. But so they started talking about that. First Dr. Heavenly starts off with her shady self. As soon as she gets there, she's like, I am so happy to be out with the doctors because the wives are dumb, y'all. Like, I'm like, oh my God, seriously, Dr. Heavenly, she is so shady. And I'm like, is it because of all of the dang brown liquor that she be taking down? Or is it just like, I mean, does she just not have a filter? Like, what is her problem? I don't get it, Dr. Heavenly. Like, I like you, and then at the same time, you say these things that aren't even called for. It's just like ridiculous. Like, anyway, so they go ahead and they sit down and they start talking about Quad and Lisa Nicole, y'all. And Dr. Jackie was just like, she feels like it's a divide in the group or whatever. And Dr. Heavenly is like, look, you know what I'm saying? If Quad had started in on my man, because that's my sore spot, I would have probably tried to beat her ass too. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I was saying in my other blog, like, you know what I'm saying? You can say what you want about me, but once you bring my family into it, then, you know, it's a different story. And I may not be able to control my emotions as much as I would if it was just, you know, between me and the person or whatever. But anyways, yeah, so they kind of talk about that. Then Dr. Heavenly goes to the bathroom. Her phone is like vibrating off the hook because she has men like reaching out to her because I guess she done went onto these dating websites and created a fake profile for herself or whatever as research for her dating app that she's trying to create. So Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie are like, what is going on? Because they looking at her phone being nosy, like seeing, you know, the guys or whatever. So when she comes back, she explains to them, you know, what's going on or whatever. And Dr. Simone's like, I don't know. I'm thinking she just want to know if she still got it or whatever, you know. They should have been looking in the damn woman's phone anyway, but that is what that is. And then the next scene, you see Toya and Dr. Eugene. I guess they're getting ready for bed. They trying to get the boys to sleep or whatever, and they're in their bedroom having like a little pillow talk. Before I start talking about the pillow talk, Toya has a whole bottle of wine on her nightstand. Did y'all peep that? That's my girl, okay? Because that's the shit I do. Nobody got time to be getting up a million times going to the kitchen to report no dang wine, okay? Just bring it and set it on the nightstand because you're going to probably drink majority of the bottle anyways. I feel you, girl. I feel you. Nobody got time to be walking up and down them stairs. Anyways. So yeah, so they have like a little pillow talk, I guess, about the whole fit is a new it thing. And Dr. Eugene is just not into it. He says he wants to lose weight, he wants to do this or whatever, but he's having a hard time. And I understand. It definitely it takes a lot when you have to lose weight. Like, you guys, I mean, like I've said before, I'm on this journey. And it's mentally, you just the thought of it, you know what I mean? Like today, I was thinking of everything I could possibly do other than coming down to the basement and working out. But then I finally just, you know what I'm saying, just went ahead and put my workout clothes on. And once I get my workout clothes on, you know, I'm going to do it. So I just came my butt on down here and got that hour on in. But I mean, it's hard, but it's mental. So once you get your mind mentally set, that, you know what I'm saying, like I said, that this is just something that's good for you and it's not going to hurt you, Dr. Eugene, you will be okay, all right? You're going to be okay. Anyway, so he says that he was about to go check on the kids because they still see the kids in there, right? He goes down to the kitchen. Now, I did not see him go across the hall to the boys' room. I saw him go straight down them dang stairs, right? So he goes into the kitchen. Now, Toya done set up the baby monitor camera thing in the kitchen so that she could see if he's sneaking into the refrigerator or whatever. So she sees him on the monitor down there eating cheese crackers or whatever he's down there eating. So she goes down there and busts him. But I feel like she's being very disrespectful the way that she talks to him. And I've said it before, if there's a way to motivate someone without making them feel worse, you know what I mean, about themselves. And I just kind of feel like she's making him feel worse about himself, you know what I mean? And he seems to take it, to take her little jabs in stride or whatever. It seems to be that's the kind of couple that they are. Like, he's used to her having a loud mouth and just kind of, she talks loud. She talks loud. She comes across like, you know what I mean? Like, she just says whatever the hell comes to her mind. That's what it seems like. I get it. I definitely get those kind of people because I'm kind of like that too. But she's just very disrespectful to him, I think, and kind of borderline hurtful. Some of the things that she's saying to him about his weight, not necessarily, it's just more so how she's saying it. And it sounds more like she's saying things to be funny more so than to be supportive. You know what I mean? Anyways, so that was kind of that. But I just feel like she was kind of out of line. Anyways, we see in the next scene, we see Lisa Nicole and Dr. Darren going to a restaurant. I'm thinking they're about to have like a little date night or whatever, but they're there to meet with one of Lisa Nicole's lawyers. I guess Lisa Nicole has gotten with that Quad is trying to sue her or whatever, so she wants to, put it out there that, to see what she can do as far as if Quad sues her. She's like, well, I want to turn around and sue Quad as well because I felt threatened and, whatever. So Dr. Darren is just sitting there and he is just like, I don't want to be here. This is my day off. He's like, and she starts, like Lisa Nicole starts trying to talk about the fight and everything that happened. And he's like, I don't even want to talk about what happened. I just want to just talk about moving on because this is ridiculous. I'm wasting my time on my day off coming down here to talk about legal matters. This is not what I want to be doing on my day off or whatever. Like, he is just like, I don't even want to deal with it. You know what I mean? Kind of the same way that Dr. Gregory was a couple episodes ago with Quad, just looking at her like, I just don't even want to even have to even think about this at all. That's the kind of looks that they have. Anyway, so her lawyer comes in and he's just basically like, your best bet is to try to make this go away as fast as you can. Like, try to settle with her, try to do whatever it is that you can do to make this go away because this is taking away time from us doing business, and that's really what's important. This is ridiculous. It was a silly argument. It was a silly fight. All these pressing charges is kind of silly. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what he was telling her. And I might as well jump to and in the last scene, Phaedra was kind of, to me, kind of sort of telling Quad the same thing. Like, she was telling Quad, she was like, it's your decision. Ultimately, it's your decision, but you do have to think it's going to affect her, her family, her children, and things like that. But Phaedra just kind of had this look like, do you really want to pursue this? You know what I mean? Like, that was just kind of vibe I was getting from Phaedra or whatever. Yeah, anyway, so we'll see what plays out with that. I mean, I don't even know. She might want to check with Sheree Whitfield if she go on and get Phaedra as her attorney because I don't know, like, you don't see, nobody's giving her any good reviews on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, I mean, she's still in business, so she's winning cases for someone or whatever. I don't know, you guys. Anyways, and then Quad says that her and Phaedra are like really good friends, which doesn't surprise me because they both just seem phony as hell to me. So, hey, birds of a feather flock together. That's what they say. Anyway, so you see in the next scene, Dr. Simone is picking up her sister Carmen from the airport. They have a cute relationship. I think she said there's like an 8-year difference in their ages, and they have a cute relationship. They were talking about Simone's oldest son, I think his name is Miles, is going on his first date, and you know what I mean, kind of talking about how that happens, and you know, what happens on your first date and things like that. And then she was like, yeah, I remember when you and Cecil were dating. And Dr. Simone was like, yeah, we dated on and off because he thought he was the player from the Himalaya or whatever. I guess he must have thought, you know, sometimes it take men a longer time to settle down. So Dr. Simone was like, yeah, we were on and off for a minute. But you know, that it is what it is. I think I have a similar story with my marriage as well, but that is what it is. So anyway, so they decided they're going to spy on Miles when he goes on his date. They're going to, like, I'm skipping a couple of scenes, but I'm just gonna finish this up. They're gonna, like, get big hats and tie scarves around their heads, and they're going to basically spy on poor Miles and his date. His date's name is actually Mariah. So they're gonna spy on these two kids or whatever. I will probably do the same thing when it's time for my daughter to go on her first date, but it was just a cute scene. It just shows how close her and her sister are, how supportive they are of each other. And then, you know, it was kind of a funny little scene with her, you know, with them spying on her son or whatever. But he seems like, you know, a little gentleman, and he doesn't seem like a knucklehead or anything like that. And it seemed like the kids had a cute little time. So I thought that was cute. It was funny because first he comes out when they were still at the house. He comes down the stairs and he's like, I'm ready. And he come out looking like a damn gangster rapper with his baggy pants and his like big poofy vest on and all this, and the hat turned to the back. They were like, no, you are not going on your first date looking like this. So then he changed into some jeans and a nice little shirt or whatever. That was funny. I thought that was funny because I was looking like he probably thought he was clean. He thought he was clean. He wanted to show off his new fit. You know, he wanted to go. But sometimes, you know, you gotta dress the part. You gotta clean it up for your ladies when you go out on a date. You can't go out looking like a thug on your date. This is not cool at all. It's not at any age. Anyways, so at Dr. Heavenly's house, we see her going through these dating websites, looking at the different profiles and stuff like that. And her husband, Dr. Damon, comes up behind her. And he's like, what's going on? And she's like, oh, I'm just looking at these dating sites or whatever. And he's like, oh, come again? What you looking at dating sites for? What's going on, huh? Like, he kind of stuttering a little bit. Like, what you just say? And then she finally, after teasing him a little bit about it, she finally explains to him why she's on the dating website, that she wants to make a mobile dating app or whatever. So they kind of discussed that, and I think he was still a little stuck though on the fact that she's looking at these dating sites, because he kept saying, oh, well, maybe I need to create my own profile, and you know what I mean? It's just like, you know, I don't think he was quite ready for that one. I don't think he was ready to walk up and see his wife of 20 years on looking at Tinder and Match.com or whatever the hell site she was on looking at. I would have been, I don't know. I think he felt some kind of way. I probably would have felt some kind of way about it too, because every time she would say something, he would come back with, well, I can do that too, or, you know, whatever. So, I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna be a good thing for Dr. Heavenly. I mean, I guess people are always on these sites. I guess it's a lucrative business. She seems to think she knows a lot about relationships, so go for it, Dr. Heavenly. But the one thing I did want to mention in this scene is that Dr. Damon didn't look awkward. Like how I was saying, he normally to me looks so awkward in like each scene that he's in, but he looked comfortable. Maybe because he was in his home or whatever, but he looked comfortable and cool, calm and collected or whatever. So yeah, that was that. They seem to just have a really cool, laid-back relationship. I guess that comes from being with someone for so long, for as long as they've been married. You just kind of, you just kind of go with the flow. You know your spouse's quirks or whatever. You know what I mean? Like they're just, easy with each other. Easy like Sunday morning. You know what I mean? I guess when you've been married for 20 years, you can just flow through life with your partner because you know what to do and what not to do. You know what I mean? So that's kind of cool. They have a really cute relationship. I think all of the couples seem to have cute relationships with each other. I don't know. Quan and Dr. G always seem a little awkward to me in their interviews, and kind of how they bounce off of each other. Seems a little awkward. And then sometimes when I see them together on screen, but I don't know. It could just be his profession. Maybe he being a psychiatrist, he's a bit more reserved or whatever, and she's a bit more outgoing. I don't know. They seem to have a really awkward connection, and maybe he just don't want to be on camera. And that could be it too. I don't know. Anyways, moving on from that. Dr. Jackie has her relay race / scavenger hunt for everybody. Everybody shows up. Jill comes, Dr. Eugene, Toya, Dr. Simone, Dr. Heavenly, and then Quad also shows up, which everybody was happy about. So they go ahead and partner up or whatever, but Dr. Eugene is just complaining this whole entire time. I just wanted to say, will you please shut up? We've been out here for 30 minutes and it's cold. Why are we sitting out here with just a table full of fruit? I'm ready to go. What is going on? Where is Dr. Jackie? Where is what's his name? Ed or whatever the guy's name is, her personal trainer, Dr. Jackie's personal trainer. I can't think of his name. I think it's Ed, something like that. Yeah. I think that's his name. Anyways, so they were, Dr. Eugene just complaining. So finally Jackie comes over, explains to them how they need to partner up and get going, read the signs and do whatever. At the end of the day, it looks like they all have fun. Dr. Eugene even admitted that it was a lot of fun. He was kind of against it at first, but he turned out to have a lot of fun. So I thought that was a very creative idea to get people active and get them out and excited. Me personally, I'm not into outdoor working out because I don't like to sweat. Like I sweat in the house too, but it's just different when you're sweating outside because then the bugs are starting to stick to you and I don't know. I like to be in a controlled environment, which is my basement. But it looked like a lot of fun, what they were doing or whatever. And so hopefully we can see more things like that. Because it just seemed like as a team, everybody, kind of clicked and, so I thought that was a cool scene. So kudos, Dr. Jackie. Hopefully you can keep everybody on target with their weight loss goals. Look like you're going to have your hands full, of course, with Dr. Simone and Dr. Eugene. And then Dr. Heavenly, of course, she is always shading Dr. Simone. She's just talking about how she's never going to exercise. She's lazy. She's this. And I honestly do not understand why she is just so mean in her interviews. You know what I mean? Like, does she think this shit is funny? Like, some of the stuff she says is just not funny at all to me. It's just, and then I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I'm looking forward to see the reunion to see how the ladies react to some of the things that they've heard Dr. Heavenly say about them in her interviews, because some of the stuff is just out of left field and just completely uncalled for, if you ask me, Anyway, so skipping over Miles because we already talked about him going on his first date. We talked. Oh, well, you know what? I think I'm done with the episode. So I talked about Miles going on his first date, which was the next scene, and then the scene after that was Phaedra and was Quad going to see Phaedra, and I discussed that as well. So I got through this episode in 17 and a half minutes. So I'm very happy about that. Like I said, I've been trying to keep my videos short. And I feel like I touched on everything in my notes. I feel like I touched on everything I wanted to in this episode. I like this episode a lot more than last week's episode. Last week's episode was just so dry to me. It could have just been my mood last week as well. I don't know, but it was a little dry. This week, I liked it. I like to see the three lady doctors, hanging out together. You saw more of the husbands this episode. You saw more of Dr. Simone's husband. You saw more of Dr. Heavenly's husband. And of course, we see Dr. Eugene all the time. We saw Dr. Darren. You know what I mean? What's Dr. Simone's husband is Cecil. And I call everybody else by name except for him. So yeah, her husband Cecil. And I don't know. I like to see them interact with their husbands a lot. I wish they would show that part of the show a little bit more, and it might just kind of change the direction of the show because it was starting to go very negative. So I'm hoping that I'm thinking we're about halfway through, so I'm hoping it turns around and it doesn't continue to be so negative. Anyways, that is it. That is my 2 cents on Married to Medicine season number 3, episode number 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this blog. Please comment on the blog. Please like the blog. Please subscribe to my channel. Please share the video. All that good stuff. And until next time, stay real, stay safe, and stay tuned to Mika Chanel Is Just Saying. Bye-bye.